Hello and welcome back. This is the third video in lessons 1.0.2. So in this video, I'm going to give you a quick Canvas overview. And the purpose of this, because I know many of you are already familiar with Canvas, is that I want for you to be successful. And one of the problems that students have is that they really don't know what to do when they're in Canvas. So I'm going to tell you just quickly some of my best practices for you. First off, you can see that in any online class there should be a clear button that says how to get started. And so you would just click this button here and it will take you into the page that lists all of the things that you need to do to get started. Now there will be unit pages. This is Unit 1.0, course orientation. We'll have several units that you will be covering throughout this semester. So the first thing that you'll see are the class notes, and within the class notes is this time management piece. And this is nice because it will tell you exactly how much time that I anticipate you should have to spend on this. And then I will also tell you how many days that you have to do it. So that should help you plan your time accordingly, and that should help you be successful. So you'll see all the things that you have to do in this list, and once you've completed those things, your name will pop up here and you'll see a check mark or a yes for all the things that you completed. And then once you've done, you're ready to move on. Just remember that the orientation must be completed by Wednesday at midnight. Okay, so let's go back to the home page. Now, one of the things that students really like to do is they come in and they see this very nice to-do list. And they say, wow, I have a lot to do. I'm just going to click on this stuff and start doing it. Well, I recommend that you just skip that. Don't go directly to the assignments. What's best is if you go in and read all the things and all the instructions that are given to you before you're supposed to do an assignment. And so what I mean by that is when you click on the modules, and this is how you should start with the class. Don't click on to do, click modules. And when you go into the modules, we'll skip the orientation for now since we already know that that's going to be done. But let's say that we go into the Unit 1.1 overview. Okay, so it tells you right now that you can plan for 5 to 6 hours for this unit, and you have about 3 to 4 days to do it. Okay, there's also a reminder about what you signed up for. So this is an accelerated 8-week class, so you can anticipate that it will seem like it's a lot more work, but just remember, you just have shorter time to do it. It's the same amount of work. You'll see these instructional objectives. It just lets you know what it is that you should be learning or what you should be able to do when you're done with this. And then there's this weekly schedule. Now this is just a suggested schedule to keep you on track so that you don't come in and think you're going to complete everything on a Friday. That would make for a very yucky Friday if you have to spend 5 to 7 hours working on English, because that's what all of this work is going to take you to do. So spread it out. Do some things on Monday, do some things on Wednesday, do some things on Friday. Most of the due dates are on Friday, so if you're working on the weekend, that means you're working ahead, not late. Okay, you'll see all the things that you have to do for reading, and a lot of the reading and handouts are going to be the items that are going to help you do the assignments. If you just go right into the assignment and start trying to do it, you're going to feel like, what's this all about? Because you didn't do the lessons and you didn't do the reading. So that's why it's best not to click on the assignments and to click on these unit pages. Now once you have clicked on a unit page or any assignment, you'll see that you get these green check marks. That means that you have completed this item. And when you haven't completed an item, you'll see the red or the blank circle, and it says this must be marked done. So on some things, it will automatically mark it green if you submit this assignment. So see where it says submit, must submit the assignment. And then others, it's just a matter of viewing it, and then some you will just mark as being done. So you go in, you read the content, you say okay, interesting, and then you mark it as done. And now when I go back into my modules, I can see that that handout now has a green check mark. Okay, now what's going to happen is these modules won't open up. They have prerequisites until you've completed the one prior to it. And so if you get stuck and you'll say, well, how come the module won't open? Go back and look and see if you've skipped anything. You might have to view it, you might have to score a certain amount, you might have to just submit it, or in this case, you can just mark it done. All right, some other things. This is where you're going to get your online handbook and the McGraw-Hill Connect link. Click that if you have questions, and I'd highly recommend that you ask questions in here, because what it does is it helps everybody else out. If you have a question about something, it's probably the case that everybody has that same question, or others will have that same question. And so if you ask in Piazza, then I will be able to answer it, or other students can answer it, and then everybody has the answer. So when you first click on it, you'll be able to create your account. Your name will be in there, and then you just say check email, and then you're in. Okay? You'll check your grades and so forth. There's also a tab for library resources if you need to check for resources. And at any time you need help, you can always click on the help button and then choose what kind of help you need. You need to ask a librarian? Sure. You need to ask me a question? Click here. If you need Canvas help, there's a chat box that you'll be able to talk to somebody. If you want to call, there's a number for you. So this is a way that I think you're going to be successful, is by skipping the to-do and then using the modules, and not just going to the modules and clicking on randomly. Click on the unit pages, because those are the pages that are going to be very helpful for you in terms of getting you on the right track with what you have to do and having the schedule laid out for you, the reading and the assignments and so forth. Okay, so hopefully that is going to help you, and if you need any more help, just let me know.